So are we getting to the guy that's real exciting these days?
We are, except I watched this. I hadn't watched this, and I've never cared about this guy, and now I'm invested. I want this man
I knew
overthrown.
this would get your dander up, so to speak.
You cat hating bastard.
But we'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to address something from yesterday. A couple things. From yesterday.
Yes.
So we talked about Aaron's interview with that Aussie guy. First of all, I want to take this back because the Aussie guy tweeted out yesterday. In the clip that we watched from Doom, we saw Aaron what seemed like dox that Aussie guy as Dean Who's What's This, whatever the fuck his name is. I guess that's not the full context, and I guess Husey was saying the Aussie guy's name a bunch at the beginning of the show, so that's how Aaron knew it, which to me doesn't make any sense because if you go back and watch that clip, Aaron goes, "Oh, I research everybody." And I guess it's just a joke that didn't land or something. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense now that we have that context. But credit where it's due. Aaron did not dox the Aussie guy. I guess Husey did, apparently. But no harm, no foul there. He wasn't mad about it. But then I tuned into Steel Toe today, and we have so many Steel Toe clips, and we've done so many Steel Toe clips that I didn't bother. If you want to go watch, or I'm sure Doom or Real Media Player or one of these guys, Stalin 19, they will probably have this clip of Aaron talking about the interview over the weekend. And he mentions that the Aussie guy was a sniveling little girl and came crawling back to Aaron after the interview. He was on today and he's like, "Oh, yeah, the Aussie guy messaged me afterwards and he was like, 'Hey, man, it's all WWE. I actually really respect you a lot.'" It's interesting how Aaron frames things. And so I reached out to the Aussie guy, and he sent me exactly what he said. So I guess you be the judge of whether or not you criticize him for reaching out to Aaron after the show. My personal belief is this isn't really necessary, but to each their own. But let's hear what Dean had to say.
Yeah, so this is going to a Steel Toe morning show. Hey, man, respect to you for sticking around and jousting with me. I don't hate you, Aaron. I have my opinions, but I don't hate you. I saw an opportunity to do something to get a little exposure, and that was successful. I understand.
Okay, so hold on. I'll interrupt you once or twice here, just because Aaron said, he goes, "Oh, yeah, Dean reached out to me and was like, 'Hey, man, I just did it all for exposure for my channel. I actually like you.'" That's not really what he's saying, right? He's saying, like, I don't have hate. I don't actually have hate for you. I knew this would be good for my channel. I don't know. Maybe to some people that'll seem disingenuous. To me, I kind of get what he's going for. I don't think this was necessary, and I probably wouldn't have done it because I've talked to the Aussie guy about Aaron, and I can tell he does kind of hate him. You know, hate might be the wrong word, but like Aaron annoys the shit out of him, obviously, from a content perspective. So I'm sure he doesn't have like legitimate hate in his heart for him, but like the Aussie guy was being honest with Aaron the other day. So I don't think this is necessary to kind of couch it with like, "Hey, we're just kind of guys being guys here," right? You know, but it does speak to what we talked about yesterday with Aaron framing the super chats. I don't even know if he's intentionally doing it, if he even knows he's doing it. Where I think Aaron lives in Aaron land and sees things the way he wants to see them. And when someone sends him a message like this, it means glowing positivity, another win for the toe.
Yeah, I just look at this as like an olive branch from one creator to another, just kind of clearing the air. Like, hey, we're content creators. Like, this is what we're supposed to be doing here, right?
I would say to Dean, like, Aaron was pretty shitty to you and didn't warrant this olive branch. It's not like Aaron took his licks like a pro, and it was just two guys talking, and then afterwards you shake hands. No, Aaron was being a complete cunt about it, and I didn't think the Aussie guy was, and I didn't think that it warranted the reaction that Aaron gave. So I actually don't think this message was necessary, but I mean, I'm not his fucking mother. I'm not telling him what to do. But just from my perspective, it does seem unnecessary.
Yeah, but as someone who doesn't know this Aussie guy at all, like me, I look at this and I go, Well, that's a content creator with, with a backbone, with some self-respect. Like he'll have it out with you on the air, but then, he'll reach back channels and be like, hey, we're cool, right? Like, I think that's actually how you're supposed to work these things, not just actually hate the people and
Sure.
fucking,
Absolutely.
kids school and go down that road. This is actually how it's, I think, supposed to be done.
Yeah.
We're not professional. We don't know. But he goes on to say, I understand that you think it was shitty of me, and you're probably right. So he even acknowledges that. But we do what we do for entertainment, and I think we were very entertaining. Thank you for your time and good luck with everything. Yeah, I know you didn't like that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, we do what we do for entertainment, but you're also supposed to believe what you're doing,
Yeah. Well,
like, that's the thing is that I would say. I think it's very late or early in Australia. I don't know. So the Aussie guy can't come on with us at this time. But if he could, I would want to ask him, like, but you believe all that, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's not just shtick that you're doing. Because, like, every criticism I have of Aaron, I believe. And if he was on the show, I would present it to him in the same way. Like, the stuff with the goal, I find crazy. And I would probably focus on that more than the family stuff, like I do on the show. I'm not particularly interested in a lot of his family dynamics. But when Aaron brings them to the show, they are fodder for content. Like, if people find them ridiculous, they're more than welcome to talk about it. So I don't think he needs to go out of his way to say, like, hey, it's just for entertainment. Because then you see what it did today is it gives Aaron ammo to be like, see, no one actually thinks I'm wrong, and everyone thinks I'm great.
Yeah.
So that's a weird result that I don't think the Aussie guy was anticipating, which if he wasn't actually, shame on him, because I think he's watched Aaron long enough to know that this is the result, that Aaron would just spin it as another win for the toe. But that's the message. Like, you guys see it. He told us we could read it on the show. So I don't know. Make what you will of it, I suppose. Gang, leave it in the comments if you think the Aussie guy's a pussy.
Yeah. I
we
think
got
he's
one.
just doing it so that Aaron will come on his show again.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Maybe, and that's probably smart, I guess. But my take on that even is like, well, then you are kind of lying to get him on the show. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, you're actually doing something that Aaron wrongly accused you of doing. If you're just like, hey man, it was all bullshit, why don't you come on the show and we'll have a fake fight about it? Then to me, he actually is doing something that Aaron accused him of. But like, I guess that's all I'm saying is the message was unnecessary. I don't have a problem with it. I don't think he said anything wrong, but it just it gave Aaron ammunition to be like, see, everything I do is fucking awesome.
You just hate to see when the toe wins, Mike, and the toe won that one. Got
Maybe
the
that's
W.
it. Maybe
Win for the
you know
toe.
what? Maybe I am guilty of that, being a toe hater. Oh, my day is ruined because the toe won today.
You and RMO. Day's over. One super chat here. Go ahead, DJ.
Red 473, 499. If this is a work by Clay, this officially killed the payoff. It not worth looking dumber than John.
That's a good point. But you know what? I'll give him credit. If there is ever a payoff, I'll give him credit for swallowing his pride and letting John be the alpha for a minute.
Yes.
The problem with those is like the payoffs, they're never payoffs. It's just like, hey, I made John end his show early one day because I played porn. It's like, oh, nice.
They're like those gymnasts that do those giant flips and they get up in the air and they're like, oh shit, I got up here, now what? And they just face plant most of the time. No medals for us.
Yeah.
Wait. So we're this one. We're going to Doom about steel toe and cats. I think is the
Doom.
next.
And by the way, that's at Doomspaya on YouTube.
Yep.
All right, and here we go.
Look, I'm going to believe it for two reasons. One, because I could see it, and two,
they're talking about the Haitian cat thing, I think is the concept.
Yes, that's been a big topic after the debates. Trump said they're all eating our cats and our dogs or whatever the fuck he said.
look,
and they're talking about this. And gang, if you thought you knew edgelords before, brace yourselves. Because you're about to hear shock jockery. Like, if you thought the 90s were bad, baby, you're about to be, ooh, what's that I feel? That's an actual shock. I'm getting shocked by the Steel Toe Morning Show.
This one's going to make you angry, Electra. Hold on.
I'm going to believe it for two reasons. One, because I could see it. And two, it's really funny, and I want it to be true. I want I don't care if Haitians want to eat cats and eat and eat ducks. I don't care. If people want to stomp on a fucking cat's head and eat its essence, go for it. Just leave dogs alone. Haitian cats, Ohio.
I'm just gonna say though, if that happened to one of my cats, that person will not be doing well. 100 cats.
Run them over. Be a tough
Run
guy.
over his toes.
I agree with the sentiment, but what are you really going to do?
They get into baseball bat range, they're done for.
Do you know how hard it is to wrangle? Like, I don't know, but I certainly feel bad for the cats. That's not cool.
Oh God, I love dead cats. Dead cats are my favorite.
Oh.
Whoa! Uh-oh! Someone sound the wacky alarm. No, it's not the right alarm. Jocularity is being had. Aaron is breaking the needle on the zany meter. Yeehaw!
There we go.
That's better.
I really, man, I have such an inability to feel anything warm towards cats. Like I'm right now in my head, I'm imagining a grown man taking a cat by the tail and swinging its head into a brick wall, and I feel nothing. Like, just think of the most horrific.
Disgusting.
Just think of the most horrific thing you could think to have happen to cats. That's like the way the Nazis were towards Jews.
Yeah.
That's the way I am towards cats. Where I'm like,
now that we've done it, I can't unsee the Chip Chipperson comparison. He's a sick fucking puppy. You know who Aaron? He doesn't like cats, but you know who he does worship? The devil. Aaron's a bad boy. This is so crazy because typically people think of cats as cute, cuddly creatures. So it's crazy to think the opposite. Listen to this edgelord.
like I've
Yeah,
dehumanized.
that's a sign of a problem.
Yeah, well, I've not dehumanized them, but I've like de-thingified.
Well, you
that's
should
a-
dehumanize them, Aaron. That's important.
That's. Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
You should make sure that they are not human beings in your mind. That's very good.
I was going to say it was Freudian because he's dehumanizing him. He's like, I have to be dehumanized to think of this way towards these innocent creatures. Again, a goddamn mirror. Everything these people say is into a mirror, except it's a microphone.
By that.
I think his brain just like, you know how in radio people used to think like, what'll get the phone lines cranking? Like I remember like gun control would be a big one, or I've heard Kirk say this before that like pit bulls are a hot button issue where if you talk about pit bull owners and ownership, like people shouldn't own pit bulls or whatever, the phone lines light the fuck up. So what Aaron is doing here, I think, is very similar to a radio instinct, where he's like, you know what I'll do? I'm going to say I want to step on cats' heads, and then people in the audience will super chat me to be like, "You're sick! Don't you kill my cat, Aaron!" Like he's just trying to be an over-the-top shock jock in hopes that people throw $2 at him.
Them where they're just an object and you can do whatever you like. If a kid broke a nice glass dish, that would upset me more than if a kid cut a cat's throat.
That's a serious problem.
I don't think so. They're useless.
That's even worse.
I mean,
You think it's okay?
honestly,
And
cats
you were
are
calling her.
cats are vermin.
I know
These
he's
two
being
have a
an edge-
strange dynamic because again, like you could do something with this bit. Like clearly, Aaron doesn't actually want to kill Kate. He's just doing it for shock value or whatever. Like this could go somewhere, but these two have an odd dynamic where I almost blame Johnny Crutches for this, where he is the straight man to the point where he genuinely doesn't find Aaron funny. It's not a back and forth like why I oughta kind of a straight man. It's Johnny Crutches being like, oh God, Aaron, why are you doing this? And I empathize with that feeling because that's how we all feel watching it. But poor Johnny Crutches, like you're supposed to go somewhere with Aaron on this rather than being like, Christ.
I mean, Aaron's not really holding up his end of the bargain here. The Abbott
No,
Costello
that's fair.
routine, like
That's
bashing
fair.
cats' heads in. Tag, you're it. What
What if I shot him with a fucking bazooka?
Yeah, that would be horrible. You're an awful person. That's all you got. I mean, that's really all you can say.
What if I fucking ate him for lunch, Johnny? Oh, yeah, that'd be crazy.
I do think he does hate cats, though. I think that part, all this murder of cats, that's bullshit. But I do think he does hate cats because you can't control cats like you can't control wives. You understand? He has problems.
Cats
with
are the
things you can't
women of the
control.
pet community.
Yes.
That's true.
Well, I mean, imagine what
I have 4 cats, dude.
I know, and it's a mistake, but you're allowed. Look, you don't see me. I'm not going in anywhere and fucking like killing other people's cats. I'm just saying if I saw it happen in front of me, I would go, that affects my
and
day
I'm saying
zero.
you're a piece of shit for having that opinion.
And that's fine.
Whoa. Does that happen often?
Aaron's like, what if I fucking skin a cat and eat its skin for dinner? Whoa, man. Calm down.
But I'm not moving because, again, I could be walking down the street here in Springfield and a bunch of Haitians could pull up in fucking Joker masks and open up a van door and go, we're going to kill all these cats, or however they talk. And I would go, well, drive safe. Don't hurt anybody.
Damn, man. This is the weird thing Aaron's doing now where it's like he's being an edgy bit, but even in the bit, he's kind of a coward about it. He's like, I'm so fucking edgy, but I'm not actually going to go anywhere with this edginess. I'm just going to let other people in this imaginary world do the edgy things.
I just don't want to see any traffic deaths. That's all. That would make me sad.
Moving on. So, man sentenced 3 years kicking a cat. A
You know what I
Texas
mean?
man
Johnny's just like over it, which again, I don't blame Johnny for, but you feel bad for him that he's in a position of like, I don't have any interest in doing this fucking bit with you, Aaron.
Yeah, this guy's in the podcast hell right now.
Poor
been
Johnny.
sentenced to more than 3 years in federal prison. Good. For kicking a cat. The cat was foaming at the mouth and convulsing and had as if it had been poisoned.
Aaron, I heard them today, and Aaron was like, do you really think... I saw you were critical of my cat bit, even though it was so great. Do you really think I'm going to kill these cats, man? And Johnny Crutches is like, no, it just annoys me that you talk about them like that. I like cats. It's weird to say you want to step on their heads. And Johnny's like, Aaron's like, but I say this all the time. And Johnny's like, yeah, I've never once found it funny. Like, their dynamic is weird. And I guess it's because that's just who will do a show with Aaron. But like, even Johnny doesn't seem to enjoy anything Aaron does. It's a strange lot in life he has now.
I'm starting to think Aaron does his show for like a 12-year-old boy. Someone who likes to beat up cats and talk bad to women and call everyone gay. And he literally is that's his demo.
I don't know who he does his show for. I don't know if Aaron has like real interests, because it seemed like when I first found out who Aaron was, it seemed like he had similar interests to like me. Like he was talking about like Stuttering John and Chad Zumach and shit. And I don't know if he was funny about it or what, but like it got him attention at a certain point. So it seemed like he enjoyed that. I think he just goes where the wind blows. Like that community didn't accept him. So now he's trying to be a radical, like political guy. I guess I hear him talking a lot of politics on that show. I don't know if that's what he's always done, but like there's never anything interesting or unique. It's just about getting to that goal, which we are getting to, I believe.
Oh, Mike, if you caught a charge, this show would blow up, baby. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, that's options out there for you.
Interesting. I'll consider.
Now I don't want to see the video. Williams did not render or try to procure aid for the cat, but instead kicked it as if kicking a field ball. Yeah. Kick was recorded by another man, the Curious Meyer, who encouraged Williams to kick the cat. Prosecutor said Myers posted the video to social media. Meyer was sentenced last year to 18 months in prison. Yeah, fuck both of you.
I guess Aaron's doing the cool thing where he doesn't care.
This appears to be from Johnny's podcast, where he's just by himself. The Game Over podcast?
Oh, yes. Yeah. So he talks about it later, I think. Yeah, later in the day.
Yeah. Aaron hates cats. And if Aaron did that, I think he should be in prison.
Well, he's probably going to end up there, it seems.
And if I was on the show with him, and if it wasn't clear enough, last time where I literally looked at him, I'm like, dude, I have 4 cats. Like, I've played along with it because I know how he talks about pit bulls, but I know for a fact that there's a pit bull he's been nice to.
The fuck are we
The
doing,
cat
Johnny?
thing is becoming an issue for me. So if he like really starts doing that and leaning in, I'm gonna lean in and calling him an utter piece of irredeemable human shit.
Yeah.
Look,
Talk like that makes me wonder if Johnny's just looking for a reason to get it the fuck out of there. If he's like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to be loyal to this guy, but like, if he just if he gives me an excuse, I just want to call him human garbage.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Johnny's realizing it, and he's doing that ethical thing of like, well, he pays me $500. Is my soul worth $500? Well, it's getting close to be it. Yeah.
The lines people have are interesting. Like headbutting a woman doesn't do that to some people, but it's like don't speak ill of cats.
Well, I hate to say Johnny's right on that, on the scale of importance, but cat will never like up and leave you and take half your money. So
I don't agree with this talk, Electra. Don't listen to him.
Electra, you there? We got 2 super chats, and then it's goal time, baby.
Oh, good. Well, while we get to our goal.
Yes. All right, she is not there. Craig's gone again, William S. says, for $5. Mike, I can solve your Craig problem for you. Just say yes, or act like you don't want me to. I'll know what you mean.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
Interesting.
yes. And then
I'll consider that.
we got Booler for $4.99.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while. Hello, Booler. An original Patreon member, I believe, back in the old days.
Excellent. Mike trying to sabotage Craig as producer with these obscure live show hours. He was on the show yesterday.
That's not true. He was here yesterday.
Yeah,
I try with Craig, and he just doesn't like us anymore. He's moved on to bigger and better things with Rubbed Out.
No, that's not true. Craig is always part of the team. He'll be back, I'm sure, this weekend. If not, I'll be here. But Craig is 1A, I'm 1B. It will always be that way. We love Craigers. All right. Up next, goal, baby. It's goal time.
Right. So I think I mentioned this yesterday, but Real Media Player does a thing called Only Goals, where it is astonishing because he takes only mentions of the goal. So when Aaron goes into plug mode throughout the show, and says, Streamlabs, PayPal, Rumble Rants, all that good stuff. You know him, you love him. When he does that, Real Media Player clips it and compiles it into 1 day's worth of goal talk. And so this is from Thursday's show, 4.5-hour show. And the entire compilation is half an hour. Meaning half an hour, and I don't know if he does every single mention of it or just the ones he finds funny, but at the very least, of a 4.5-hour show, half an hour of it, a full segment, is dedicated to the goal. That's a tremendous amount of talk to do to suggest people pay you. Like, we haven't done it once today, and we probably made less than Aaron does, but I have my dignity intact, thank God.
It's priceless.
So let's see the latest edition. Well, not this is from the end of last week. It's the last goal of the week, so that's very exciting. When you end your week, you want to go out on a high note. So you guys probably had your wallets out on Thursday because, hey, on Rumble Fridays, not all platforms get to contribute to the goal. So this is very exciting.
Yes, this first one's called Donation Suggestion.
Oh, yeah, in case you guys didn't know, like, what a fun way to donate would be, here are some options.
Yes, and thank you, Real Media Player.
Yes.
$2.95 is our number today. The evening show people went $50 ahead for you. That's very cool. Very nice. Let's see if we can get to $200 by 8 o'clock. Already people have thrown in on Rumble. Already people have thrown in on YouTube. Let's see if we can christen PayPal and Venmo right now. Let's see who wants to be the first one.
Oh, that'd be fun. Venmo hasn't donated yet. Oh, I was going to give on YouTube, but when you've presented that idea, Aaron, I think that could be so much fun, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be neat to go over to Venmo and give instead of YouTube? What is he doing?
On PayPal and Venmo, we can go. You can go as low as $1. You can go as high as $100. How about a couple hundo?
Am I allowed, Aaron? I'm gonna have to check with my bank. Am I allowed to give out $100? I've never spent that much on anything before. Am I? Are you sure that's cool with everyone if I give you $100? Because I've been giving you 5 at a time because I was like, well, obviously they're not going to let me. Aaron's not going to accept more than that. But now I'm hearing you say you'll accept $100. Aaron, if you really mean it, then I've got a crisp pundy for you, my friend. I've just been hanging on to it all this time.
No pieces to start off the day. I'm not against that. Who thinks they've got a hundo just sitting around where they're like, you know what? F it. Give it to the poor bastard. I'm okay with it. And then we're good until 9 o'clock with a hundo piece.
Oh, man.
Or
if I give 100 right now, we can just take a breather till 9? Holy shit. Aaron, I got to tell you, that takes a lot off my plate. I've got...
You're not...
My morning is jam-packed. And I got to tell you, that would give me a little breathing room.
Don't sit too long, though, because that goal for the morning is going to come right back up and bite you in the ass. You can't rest. You can only nap. No sleep.
Here's what's interesting, though. For those of you that don't know what time he does his show or anything, he starts at, I think, 6 Central Time. So 7 here on the East Coast. And so 9 o'clock, I assume he means his time. That means we have another hour of the goal left. So what Aaron's saying is if you give 100 now, that knocks 100 off. So we can take a couple hours off. But then at 9 o'clock... then we got to start thinking about the goal again. Like you can take a breather for a little bit, but make sure you come back at 9 because we're going to need to hit that goal still.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody's got a 50 piece, then we can do 2 of them. It really doesn't matter. Do it together. But we've knocked
out. Whoa. Now I'm a little... Aaron, I don't know what you want from me. I can give $100, but you're saying you'll also accept 50 from 2 people. That's interesting now, because I was thinking this would cost me 100 bones. But if I call my buddy Casey Day and I say, Casey, you got to get on Venmo right now and send Aaron a quick 50. I'm giving 50. You give 50. That's a $50 savings for each of us, buddy.
Electra, get up here. We need $33.33 from you.
Guys, we're losing money not doing this.
Rumble's been started. YouTube's been started. Let's start PayPal. Let's start Venmo. Links are in the chat. Thank you, guys. Last goal of the week. It's the last one. Oops, I accidentally just set a plus sign in the chat by pounding.
You goose. Oh, this show's so raw and real. I didn't realize he was communicating with the chat while this was going on.
I guess there's a new feature, Mike. It's the next one.
Ooh, okay. So this is exciting. This is, we've talked about this before. How can you enhance the goal, restructure it, make it maybe more entertaining for the audience? And Aaron has stumbled upon what I think is a really brilliant and innovative idea that definitely no one has thought of before.
180 away from today. Let's keep knocking it down. You guys are the best. Last goal of the week. You guys were hammering out a shitload of it in the first hour and a half.
Oh, we had our hard hats on. We're just knocking away at that fucking goal. Come on, gang. Let's get in there. Earlier we do this, earlier we take off to lunch. What do you say?
Keep her coming, and we'll call this thing another win for the toe. Oh, we have our goal clip now.
Huh?
Our Andres Cantor drop. We finally have. So when the goal finally does get hit to
the Andres Cantor. So he stole the goal drop from us, Mike. That was our drop. We had that first.
No. He was thinking of it before that. He just wasn't ready to implement it yet.
I love that he watched your goal show and was like, I got ideas off this. Let's implement them.
I like to think that he stole that from us, but I will say, it's kind of unbelievable that a guy does a goal every day and didn't think of that at some point.
It's so obvious. It was like 10 seconds popped in my head. Oh, you're obviously going to use this.
Yeah.
But we did it first. It's ours, baby. We should strike him. That's ours. We are the goal show that uses that, not you.
Today.
Yeah.
My CGI budget.
Let me give my money real quick. That was That was so cool how he did that.
Game changer. It's a total game changer. I was thinking like a super tip system, like some system he invented. He just got a
Nope.
sample.
Now someone else says goal also.
I swear to God, if there's a rally monkey coming up, I'm going to fucking St. Cloud, Minnesota, and beating this fool's ass.
There you go. See? Little
Now don't you
production
want to give to
value.
the goal? Huh? Now aren't you excited to give money?
Got me.
If you will. So 180. We'll hammer it out.
Yeah.
Call it another win for the toe.
Oh, without a doubt, Aaron. Absolutely, that's what we'll call it.
Douche chills on that one. All right, end of the week blues is what this one's called.
Oh man, well here's the thing: is like you guys know when you get to Thursday and you consider it the end of the week. You know how all you guys work for a living, and you're like, Thursday, it's quitting time. Well, here's the thing: is like sometimes on Thursdays when you're ready to knock off for the weekend, you're not quite there yet, and it's troubling, quite frankly.
180 bucks away from knocking out today. Could you guys do a favor? You guys were well under 200 by fucking 7 o'clock today. You guys are awesome. Could we rally up one more time here?
Hold on,
and get under.
Let me get Clay Dabbler on here to do some quick math. They're at 180. You guys got well under 200. What am I missing?
Well, he counted on his fingers. That was a lot of fingers, Mike.
What am I?
So many fingers.
That's true. That is 4 hands. What am I missing here? That 180 is well under 200. I never understand Steel Toe's equations, where he's like, "We're within spitting distance. This is doable, guys." I don't understand. It's all doable. So what does any of it mean then?
Imagine Goodwill Hunting with just him as the Will character, just writing 200 is less or greater than 180 on the board.
Minus 20. For years, YouTubers have been looking for chalkboard. Like, what the hell?
It's not your fault, Steel Toe. It's not your fault, Steel Toe.
Under 100 bucks by 9 o'clock. That would be great. 180 away. It's our final goal of the week. Last one. Let's call it a successful week for the old toe, especially that debate stream. You guys were so generous. Thank you so much. Let's rally it up one more time and finish it off.
That's ultimately right there is why I spend so much time on the goal and why it frustrates me as much as it does. You guys were so generous the other night. But come on. Let's go. Back to it. Back to being generous. Come on. Let's go. You were I'm so grateful. You were so amazingly generous last night. Okay? You heard me say that? Now, let's get back to being generous. What do you say, guys? Come on.
It's like that famous saying, time to lean, time to donate.
Abs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Think we can get, we have what, 5 gifted subs so far today? Think we can get to 20 again? Anybody want to drop
believe,
some
Aaron. I think we can do it.
Memberships, get to 20 new ones like we did yesterday? That'd be all right. 170 away from today. Guys, can we rally it up, please? That would be awesome. We are 7 minutes away from 9 o'clock. I know I said I'd like to be at 100 by 9. We're kind of settling into a pattern. We fucking crush it.
I love
early on in the day, and then we go through
down
this
the
long
game film where he notices a trend. And here's what the greats do: is they study the tape. And Aaron has noticed a pattern that every day there's a similarity happening. That guys, you get out to a banging start, but here's the thing: you rest on your laurels a little bit. Let me tell you an old adage about the tortoise and the hare. That's what you guys are doing. Is you're getting out to a hot start, and then you're thinking you can just coast the rest of the day. And Coach Imholt is saying, that's not the case, guys. Let's keep up that effort, Let's go. Come on. Keep up that effort. 4.5 hours. That ain't too bad. Let's go.
Your donations show me you know how to donate, so let's just keep pressing the pedal forward, baby.
That's right. Yeah, guys, you've proven you can do it. Now you just need some consistency.
Yes.
A pattern. We fucking crush it early on in the day, and then we go through this lull around 9 o'clock. I don't know if I start getting long-winded or what. But
Aaron, I appreciate you blaming yourself, but this is on us, buddy. I appreciate you lumping yourself into this, but it ain't you. I understand the superstar is just as important as the last guy on the bench, but this is on us, buddy.
Apologize if I am. Let's see some financial results here. Again, it's the last goal of the week. Last time I have to bother you about it. So let's rally it up. Knockout 170. We got about a little over an hour to do it. I would really appreciate it. $170 is the number. Please.
Who is Aaron talking to in his mind when he's like, hey, you know what we do, guys? We. This is all of our problem. What we do is we get out to a hot start, but then we kind of we're too relaxed after that. What is he referring to? Does he think people give so he wants people to give multiple times throughout the day, right? That's what he's asking.
Right. Yes.
He wants you to give at 6 a.m. and then 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. and 9 a.m.
Right. Even the goddamn church only asks once, Aaron. Come on.
Right. Otherwise, who are you talking to? If people are watching your show, this is a podcast. It's not radio where it's a new audience every 15 minutes. You're asking virtually the same people. I understand it's live, so new people might pop in and out. But ultimately, you're talking to the same people, and it's the same people every day, and saying, hey, guys, keep donating. And that's why it's so crazy that he got mad at the Aussie guy the other day. I think it's a perfectly valid question to say, Aaron, you're asking people every single day to donate. Is there not a better way? And Aaron's answer is always well, this is the model we have to do. What do you mean have to? You've decided that. You've chosen this. There are other things you could do. Remember when we played last week, Aaron discovered advertising. He learned about it. It's taken a while to implement, it seems.
Yes, apparently he didn't get that final number that he thought he was going to get for that ad read.
Yeah, it turns out Rumble doesn't pay $1,000 an ad like he thought it would.
No, it doesn't pay shit. Although Blind Mike will soon be on Rumble. That's an announcement I'm making for us today. Yay.
Oh wow!
Once I get Craig to answer me, we'll get him up on Rumble.
He's a tough guy to pin down.
He is. Too many skirts right now for him. All kinds welcome is this next clip.
Oh well, it got some of you might be a little older. My generation, typically a little more progressive, and so we know this. But you older guys out there, you might think there's a no coloreds sign above the goal where some of these people aren't allowed. In my day, some of these people weren't allowed to donate. But times are different now.
Need rallies. It's 9 o'clock. We got to get that last goal knocked out for today. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats. We appreciate every contribution you give this show. Let's load it up. Hey, man, if you got a hundo, I'll take a hundo. I'm not proud. You got a 50 spot? I'll take a 50. You got small bills? Small bills work here as well. Just go ahead and click one of those links.
Aaron, it's all digital. No, none of us have cash on us that we're handing you.
If you got change that goes jingle jangle, drop it in the cup.
But here's what's maddening about this. And I hope I've done a decent job proving it by continuing to talk about this fucking goal. And if it seems repetitive, I'm obsessed with the volume of it. Where it's this is every day. Last week, we just picked the day before. This is Real Media Player choosing last Thursday as a day. He does, if you look at that channel, I don't know if he does every single show, but he does a good deal of them, where there's a lot of videos titled Only Goals, where it's Aaron every single day doing this and telling us we're allowed to give 50. We're allowed to give 100 if we want. Who's not aware of that, Aaron? Who is this message for?
Maybe his audience is in North Korea. We're just not discounting the fact that these people may not be able to, so he just motivates them.
Aaron represents freedom to some people.
Yes.
Oh, what a benevolent leader. We're allowed to donate whatever we want to him.
Yes. I do see those NOKs sometimes. I think that might be North Korea. Just saying.
Go ahead and help us knock this 165 down because we have an hour to do it. And we're a little bit behind. We always start ahead for the day. You guys are always great at the beginning. And then we have this lull period, and I get really nervous and sweaty, and my legs start bouncing all over the place. I'm holding them upright at the moment just so I can keep them from bouncing and being all nervous.
He's holding his legs?
I don't know.
Is that
but it's
visible
this-
on the screen?
No, nothing. He's kind of just looking down. But that's the
Okay.
same formula for his wife's. Starts out great, and then he chokes him out, and it all goes downhill from there. Hey,
Aaron's legs are shaking, doing what he does every single day. Like, that should tell you it's not healthy. Literally, Aaron, this goal is taking a tax on you that is going to have damage for years to come.
They should, like, the local university should come out and put all those stickers and wires and, like, while he does the goal and measure his heart monitor and his blood pressure and all that just to see what the goal does to you.
Your health is worth something, Aaron.
All right, this one's called Challenges Begin.
Oh, okay. So this is an indication to me that you guys might be able. Remember when, like, Stuttering John was putting on hats and
Yes.
for
Don't we
money?
all? Don't we
Like,
all?
John, change your shirt for $20, and he would go do it. And like King Cobra's a guy we talk about on Who Are These Socials. He'll
Yes.
eat stuff for money and all that. Like, I think Aaron is entering that territory. It's early. This is a very gentle signal, but I think he's entering that territory. Maybe.
Yeah, it's Stunt Boy Land is what I like to call it. He's
Yes.
entering Stunt Boy Land.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
The doctors can't stop it. Lab Glass with $50 says, all right, fatty, we take 40 of that. Thank you, Lab Glass. So now I can't eat on air for the rest of the month.
Hold on.
If
hold
we
on.
not,
We'll get to that ridiculous sentence in a second. We take 40 of that. Shouldn't Aaron, in theory, if he's reducing the cut that, like, YouTube takes or whatever, shouldn't he also on the fly take out taxes?
Yes.
You know
And
what I
why
mean?
not expenditures? What are you going to buy? Well, that's going to be a chicken sandwich, so I'm going to take that off too.
Right.
what are
Like,
you
shouldn't
doing?
he take out everything? Like, if this is all, if we're counting profit, then I think that a lot more should go into this goal. I'm gonna suggest that the goal needs to be higher. I don't want to tell Aaron how to do his job, but now, so, like, they've told him, Aaron. I guess Aaron was eating a banana on air. It was very disgusting. I'm not usually one that gripes about people eating on air, but the way he was chewing into the microphone was pretty tough. And people were like, "Hey, here's $50. You're not allowed to eat on the show anymore." I wonder what that could lead to. Like, if you're able to get Aaron to do even something small like that, I wonder what the next step of that is at this point.
Also, if he reversed it and he's like, the goal is $200 in taxes, and then he just divides it up. Well, I got $30 in taxes, so every day you're doing a goal to pay taxes,
Right.
And you wouldn't care about how much he makes. You could do
Right.
this in a way that would be fun.
knock out today's goal in regulation. I can't eat on air for the rest of the year.
Wow.
Deal.
How exciting. It does. I will say one thing that frustrated me there. He refers to it as regulation. Like, I guess the show, like, he talks about it like sports. So, like, this is regulation time that we're in. But we get to hit overtime soon. Isn't that fun?
Yes, this one's called Rally Time.
Oh boy. All right. So guys, buckle up here. We've been goofing around and having a good time. Now, this separates the men from the boys here. We're getting into rally time.
Can't be dishonest about that. But we'll get to that story during overtime. And doctors have discovered a man whose penis is literally turning into a bone. This can happen.
Oh my God. I bet there's so much more to talk about than exactly what you just said.
Dick can calcify, and it can basically turn into like a bony thing. But we're not going to hear either of these.
I was searching dicks on Google last night, and this story just popped up. Like, how do you find that story?
Or
Well, hold on. Well, it's Casey. I hope you don't want to know too badly, because we're not going to talk about these unless we hit that fucking goal.
Oh shit!
Now I know you know. Now we know that a penis can calcify, I guess, and just become perpetually hard. Not the type of hard you want, I assume. But we won't get to hear Aaron's take unless we fucking pony up. So dust off those wallets, you cheap pricks.
If we don't do the overtime, I'll never know. I'm going to walk around my whole life thinking my cock's going to turn to a bone because I didn't hear the end of this story. Aaron,
But
come
you'll-
on.
Not only that, you'll know that's possible now. Aaron has teased us with that. But you'll always wonder, what did Aaron think about that story? Did he think that was crazy that could happen? Or did he think it was pretty normal? You know what? Just to for peace of mind, to put my mind at ease, I'm going to assume that Aaron's take on the bone hardening story was that it's pretty normal for dicks to calcify. I bet that happens all the time. That's what Aaron would have said, probably.
Other 4 or 5 stories that we've got ready for overtime, unless we knock out the last goal of the week.
Yes!
$80 away. There's all the links. Here we go, guys. 5 minutes away.
Hold on real
Streamlabs.
quick. Hey, I have the luxury of pausing here. I'm not living in the fast-paced world of the goal that Aaron is right now. I can pause and say, gang, give ourselves a round of applause here. We chipped away from $170 to $80 in the course of, I don't know, an hour. That's pretty. We did it, guys.
That's amazing.
Yeah, good for us.
PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats,
Oh, we
Rumble
know.
Rants. I got
We know.
5 minutes of begging in me, and hopefully that's enough to get this $80 knocked out, and we can do an extra half hour and call it a successful.
Okay, so now we're getting into the crunch time, right?
Yep, this one's called Keep the Lights On.
Oh, yeah. So this is Aaron telling us, like, guys, you know what? We don't have to hit the goal today. Yeah. How you feel about that? Well, let's not, you know what? Let's not hit the goal. And I guess no more ice cream for anyone. Aaron punishes us. He's going to take away our dessert if we're not good boys and girls.
For the toe. Let's get in there. $30 away from getting it extended on credit, which has been your guys' thing lately. 75 away.
That is our
from
thing. I
hammering it
get
out.
off on that when we get to $50, which is the credit zone that he's talking about. Oh, do I get fucking rock hard thinking about that? Oh man, do I get off just thinking, oh, we got $50 away and he still counts it, that motherfucker. Oh, he has no idea what he's doing. We fleeced this cocksucker. We got $50 away from the goal, and we still get overtime because I'm a greedy little pig that needs that bone densening story.
Calling it a win. We're so close. I'm already rally hasn't started yet. We got 3.5 minutes left, so it's been a minute and a half in, and the rally hasn't like super started. So now it's sweat and gravy time. Now I'm getting nervous. It's
The
so
rally
close.
hasn't
It's such a
super
small-
started. It started, but I'm not willing to say it's super started yet.
It's in pre-promotion.
All fucking amount. I just want to win for the week. I just want to have a good fucking week of steel toe shows. I just want to make the fucking that last 75 that little bit we need.
This is the alpha, by the way, that was in the room with the Aussie guy the other day that we heard. This is the fuck you, Dean, I'm the man guy that walked in and
Rat
just
fuck,
fucking
piece of shit.
hit the milk off the trays of the Aussie guy and Husey. This is the big bad bully that was in the other day going, oh, pretty please, I just need the goal. Oh my God, I need it so bad, please.
12-year-old boys. That's who his audience is, I'm telling you.
Johnny and Matt around and the lights on and all that shit.
Oh, that
I
was the
really-
thread, by the way. Can we go back a few seconds?
Yeah.
I just want to hear the thread again, where it's like, well, guys, I guess all your friends go bye-bye if you don't donate. There goes Johnny out on the streets. Matt read along with him. We will turn the lights out on you motherfuckers if you don't give to the goal.
Last 75, that little bit we need to keep Johnny and Matt around and the lights on and all that shit.
What is this tone he's doing? Oh, I just need... We've heard him. That's not how he talks.
Yeah, it's like his version of baby voice to
Yeah.
get us. He's sweetening us up, you know.
But he was
Like,
the cool guy. Remember, he doesn't need any of us. He thinks we're all fucking losers. You heard him. Anyone that like criticizes him, which is, by the way, the majority of people super chatting him, I think.
Every
If you
single one.
criticize him, you're gay. You're one of those gays, those nasty gays that he hates so much. So why is he all of a sudden like, oh, I need the gold. I need it so bad. Come on. Just $75. Just give me 75. Oh, yeah, that's it. Just $75. Oh, you're making it feel so good for me.
It's important to have goals in your life, Mike. And this man has found his goal, and he's just sticking to it, I think. That's all.
I appreciate it.
Like it.
Panic time, because it doesn't look like
Okay.
we're going to get there.
So now we're in nut kicking time. This is when we really gotta sack up here.
Wow, 2 ball references in one sentence. Amazing, Mike. You're a fucking genius.
55 away from knocking it out today. We can do it. $55 left. Woo. What is it? 2 minutes. 2 minutes away. 55 bucks is the goal. The last goal of the week. Hammer it out. Help us out. Be a steel toe hero.
I like the promotion of the last goal of the week because me at home, that makes me think like, oh, I don't have to give to this guy till Monday. Oh well, then here's $55. Let's smash this thing out right now. Enough said.
Minute and a half. Come on.
It was just
minute and
2
a half.
minutes. How did
Minute
time
and a
move
half.
that quick?
Minute and a half. It's panic time. Get it going.
That was dangerous. It
55
was
away.
panic time. I was taking a
$5
sip of
from
water. I
Tri-
could have died.
Don't joke, Mike. We need you.
Video says, don't spend all of this with Officer Munson at a single Denny's. How am I going to be able to? We're not going to remember what we ordered. Thank you for the $5. Come on. It's doable. 1 minute away. 1 minute. All right, guys.
That's how every wife described Aaron when they first met him. It's doable.
Guys, 1 minute left. Come on. Finish her off. Help us out. Steffi with 10 gifted memberships.
Oh,
There we
you
go.
nasty
30
bitch!
bucks away. And guess what? We got over 20 new memberships today. Thank you, Steffi,
Yes!
very much.
Yes!
30 bucks away. 30 seconds
Wait a minute.
left.
Whoa.
What? Wait a second. What?
Hold on a second. What did I miss? Am I wrong? I thought we were $55 away, right?
Yeah.
And
we
Steffi
just got
gave
it.
what? $10?
10 members or 20
Oh, 10
memberships. or something.
memberships.
Yeah.
So that's $50, no?
Yeah. It's right at the doorstep. Maybe like $5-10 away. Not what he just said, like $50 away.
He said 30, I think. I don't know. It's also confusing.
Oh my God. We
Goal
need John
math.
and
Goal math is more interesting to me than dabbler math, I think.
Yes.
It's all very difficult.
I think he's learned something here, though. Once you get that money in, if you just reset to a different number, no matter what that number is, people aren't going to know. They're not going to, what was it at? What is it now? They're just going to look what it's at now. He's figured something out here.
Yes. Now, if the goal has 8 beers in 3 hours,
DUI.
Thank you, Steffi, very much. 30 bucks away, 30 seconds left. We're getting overtime on credit, but how about for once this week, we knock out that last little bit?
how about
right
for once this week you don't humiliate yourselves?
Credit.
How
is
about
fucking
you
ridiculous.
guys, for once, don't disappoint me?
The credit thing is, that's just one too many layers of stupid for me. Like
Credit is great. Well, you said it at the beginning of this, where he started with like, guys, the evening show was pretty generous to you guys, huh? It's the same people. It's the same.
Same housewives and 12-year-olds just looking at each other. What?
Before regulation ends. $30 away. All the links are in the chat. Those gifted memberships look pretty. All right, here we go. Final 10 seconds coming. Here comes the countdown. 10.
The
9.
evening show, morning show thing is like if I made my girlfriend like pay for breakfast, and then at night we went to dinner, and I was like, "Morning crew is really sweeping me off my feet." Maybe you cover this meal, so you could kind of make up for what the morning crew is doing. It's the same. What are you talking about? It's the same person.
It's more like she paid for like all your morning and then like 10% of your night. So when you got to your night, you're like, well, you only have to pay for 90% now because I paid 10% this morning.
The morning crew is really treating me like a lady, and I think you could do more to keep up with them here at night.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. You've got it to 30. I'm sweating gravy.
But that's not enough.
I want to play the sound drop. I want to call it a win for the week.
Oh, that's the other thing, guys. You're missing out. He wants to play the sound drop. He hasn't gotten to play the goal soccer call yet.
Finish it off, boys and girls. Finish it off.
Imagine if we held that again, like if someone in the chat was like, Mike, you got to play. What's the announcer's name? The soccer announcer. You got to play him. Whatever it is. You got to play him saying goal. And I was like, just $30 more.
To hear a sample you can hear in 100 places on YouTube.
Yeah, just search goal on YouTube and that probably comes up.
But look at my face when it happens. That's what you're missing out on if you don't do it here. This one's called Teamwork.
Okay, well, this is we all got to band together here. Enough dicking around. You know, you guys that give $100, you think you're the stars. Us that give $2 at a time, we think we're really, we're doing the fundamentals. We're playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. We all got to come together. Enough dick measuring. Let's be a team.
Yeah. Speaking of which, last night we did unboxing Eric. Eric measured his penis 5.1 inches, Mike, just so you know.
Well, we're not pulling a Eric the Midget here, all right? No more measuring. We've got a goal to hit.
Everything has been under $50 today, by the way. That means you guys have chipped in and done this as a team. I appreciate that. That is awesome. Now just $25 left in this next half hour. Guys, let's team up and knock out the rest of it. We're giving you overtime on credit today. $25 away from the rest of the goal. It's a tiny little amount. Let's all team up and knock it out and call it a win.
Imagine your credit score goes down like 80 points, and you're like, what the hell happened? Oh, shit. We missed 2 goals this week. Oh, damn it. I forgot.
Can't get that house now. Got to wait till the next cycle. Fuck.
Please, pretty please, with cherries on top. I don't really give a shit about the Tyreek Hill thing, do you? Let's open up the rest of these overtime stories. Let's also knock out.
For anyone that didn't watch this episode, Aaron teased the Tyreek Hill thing as an overtime topic. And then he's like, who gives a fuck about it?
He's like, yeah, your dick could turn to rock. We don't really care. More goal. 20 away.
$25. I'm dying to get that last goal knocked out. And then tomorrow for Rumble Friday, you guys will just throw in a bunch of $5 links and we'll make a shitload of money.
What? Hold on.
Guess the week's not over.
I thought this was the last goal of the week.
Non-Rumble goal, Mike. Come on, keep up.
That's a great way. That's a great way, by the way, of doing that. And then tomorrow, you guys will all just give me $5. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry. Why are you acting like you're cutting us a deal here? No. I'm saying this is the last goal of the week, and then tomorrow you come in, you give me $5. It's no big deal. Each of you gives me $5, and there's no goal. It's not. That's the cool thing. Is like you don't have to give me any money. You just show up, you give me $5, and that's whatever.
Yeah, come on, chill out.
I'll call it a good old successful week for your friends here at Steel Toe. Thanks, guys. Throw into that PayPal,
welcome.
that Streamlabs, that Rumble Rants, and everything.
We're at our last chance, Mike.
Oh man, I don't want to go out of the week a loser, because then I got to show up tomorrow and give Aaron $5 with shame on my face. I'd like to do that a winner.
And we're not going to start off Monday any good if we're this deep in the hole over the weekend, people. Come
that's
on.
the other thing. The morning crew, if this isn't them already, is going to be so pissed on Monday.
All right, last chance. Last clip is
25 to go. Finish it off. Streamlabs, PayPal, Rumble Rants, Venmo. Can't miss goals. We got put behind, unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond
Here's now where we do a retrospective on the goal. Now, guys, this is the part of the Jerry Lewis telethon where we get serious. You know, we've had a lot of laughs today, but
He should have pictures of himself earlier in the show talking about the goal right here in this part. Like a little self fun, you know?
Yeah, just pictures of Aaron with like an empty plate. Aaron with his pockets turned inside out.
Here's when we
Sarah
were 55
McLachlan
away.
Now, I just want to say this one thing because, you know, gang, we've had a lot of fun here, but some situations beyond my control. And if you don't know what those are, the situations beyond my control is on air. I sent revenge porn to Gino Bisconti. That was totally out of my control. I couldn't. What am I supposed to do about that? Me texting someone a picture of somebody and doing it publicly and telling everyone about it. How would I control that?
Daddy did pretty well for himself there, I gotta say, though.
So this is where, Aaron really takes accountability and says it's our fault that the goal isn't getting hit in September.
Control. So we got to get down to 0 every day because that's our break-even point is that 0 number. So knock it out. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. We got up over our the gifted memberships that we wanted. That was really cool. That doesn't mean you have to stop sending them.
I gotta say, even as a hater, that was big. When we did that, it was like, okay, now we're doing something here. You know? Hey, maybe we don't hit the goal, but we're not. It's like the Patriots yesterday. You know, like I'm watching that game and I'm disappointed. They lost in overtime, and that hurts me a little. But then I'm saying, you know what? No one thought we'd even be in this. And that's something to build on. So, like, hitting that membership goal, that's something, guys. That's getting to overtime against the Seahawks.
It's like a Hall of Fame speech he's given about the day.
The day.
Man. But let's get everybody in there, man. Let's knock out that last 25, and then we can play our sound drop. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, I forgot about this. I want to hear that so badly.
I would like that. Little pricks. Guys, thank you very much. What an awesome day. Thank you. Another win for the toe. Not only that, we also knocked out every goal for the week. Tomorrow we're going to celebrate with some Rumble Friday. $5 links, $10 immediate, $20 complete.
Oh, so the $5 is just a buy-in. You can get 10 or 20. God damn, this guy is fucking great.
Wait, a buy-in? What's happening? You have to pay to get him on Rumble?
Yes, well, you can buy 5, 10, or let's listen to the end here again.
Okay. Knocked out every goal for the week. Tomorrow we're going to celebrate with some Rumble Friday. $5 links, $10 immediate, $20 complete.
What does that mean? Oh, God, I have to do more research. God damn it.
I swear I bought a timeshare from this guy. I swear I have.
If one of these guys, if someone on here can just tell me what this is so I don't have to look into it, what the fuck does that mean? Because now what I'm obsessed with is overtime. Because for a while, I thought overtime was just like you cruise through the stories you didn't get to. I didn't realize it kept begging in overtime. Now, what's this Rumble Friday business where we're paying for links?
Link, the $10 was like partial, and then the 20 was full.
$5 links, $10 immediate, $20 complete, I believe is what he said, right?
What is that? It's just words.
So
I watched a lot of the podcasts. I've never heard any of those words in that order.
Do you know Rumble jargon at all? Is that a Rumble thing I'm not aware of? We'll have to ask Cardiff.
I have maybe it's a unlisted video, and like so he sends private links if you send him $5. That's the only thing.
I can't imagine anyone is paying $20 for that fucking episode on Fridays. I can't imagine that's the case.
And he straight up lies. Like, goal's done. Here's more. Well, I guess there's no goal to this. You can just give. So that's the difference, right? The last goal is Friday. You can give forever. You know?
Oh, so on Fridays we just let our hair down.
Yeah.
And we let our hair down and have to pay a fucking 2-drink minimum.
This guy's got it figured out. What? I don't know. But he seems to be making $500 a day, give or take 50 a show. So, I mean.
God, the layers to this goal. It never ends. Now there's a Friday element that we have to look into. I'm glad you said that because I didn't even catch that at the end there.
Yeah, we got to know what that. I'm keeping my eye on chat, but no one. People sent him links and they pay him to look at them. Okay, so he will. Okay, I get it. So it's kind of like you sit on, make me laugh, sort of thing. So for $5, you can send a link to Aaron. He'll watch it on the air. for $10 he'll send something that's not complete, but the $20 one will give you a complete video.
I think I got it now. $5, he'll play the link at some point. $10, he'll play it immediately the second he sees it. $20, he'll play the full video no matter what. Right? Do I have that right?
It's got to be it. We figured it out. We did it.
Holy shit, what a grift that is.
That's just, I don't have any ideas. I'm not preparing for a show. Send me your bits for a show.
All right, Aaron, here's $20 and I found video of your mother doing a porn. It's like, what? You just play anything? You are literally a whore, Aaron.
Yeah, that is some fun
Wait,
stuff.
so people must...
I want to see that show now. I want to see. Can we allocate some money out of the budget for that show, Mike? Is what I'm saying. Because if he's gonna play anything, we got some videos for him.
This is gonna be like my gambling addiction. Every Friday, I'm just gonna be sending this fucker $20, trying to make a fool of him.
And the worst thing is not even going towards the goal, Mike. That is gold. That is not goal money. So you're just working against ourselves here.
That's crazy. I'm going on with Carl in a little bit. I have to see if he knows about that.